My dog has a growth on his butt, and we have decided to treat it our way. Hello guys, you have reached Regina TV, and today I will be showing you how I will be removing a growth from my dog's behind. He's an old dog. He's not a candidate to be put to sleep as far as for surgery because he has a heart murmur, and the growth was going to continue to grow. So I took measures into my own hands. Remember guys, before watching this video, disclaimer, this is something that I decided to do on my own for my puppy because I did another growth that he had in the same area the same way and it fell off. So if this is something that you're going to decide to do with your puppy, then that's on you because I tried it, and if something happened, that would have been on me. But I would always suggest find out what the growth is first before you go doing this procedure on your puppy like I did. It is not a cancerous lump. It was just a lump because he was not neutered. And it was going to continue to grow and grow and grow. Ready for your butt to be clean? So he just ate, and now I'm about to clean his wound the same way I did yesterday and put him on a fresh pamper. But I'm going to show you what it looks like. This will be his first treatment of today. It is dying. That growth is dying. So I'm going to keep giving it the same treatment until it falls off. I just sprayed it with peroxide, and I'm going to let that work. I sprayed it liberally too. So I'm going to let that sit for a while. All right, guys. Well, I am back, and putting on some gloves. I think this is going to be the last tie-off for Buddy's little bump because it's almost off. I would say it took like 8 days, but like I said, I'm going to show you what it looks like. It looks sort of gross, so if you squeamish, turn away. I can honestly tell you it looked worse than that. But, I was too far into the process to, stop. It didn't make any sense to stop at that point. My dog's so spoiled. Let's see. Come here, honey. Oh. So, I am going to tilt the camera down. Sanitize my hand before touching my camera. I'm going to tilt the camera down, and this is his bump. Okay? Move his tail out the way. That's the bump. Look how nasty it looks. It looks very nasty, and it moves. You see that? It moves. It's only holding on by a little piece of skin. A little piece of skin. So, what I'm just going to do is clean it. And I don't want to move it too much, guys, but behind the sore, behind the bump, as you see it move. So I like to treat underneath the bump where it's open. I know, honey. So, like I said, what I do is I'm going to put some Neosporin on the open part. And I get everything that's down here that I'm using is only for the dog. It's only for my puppy. Okay?
So I have already, you know what? It's doing so good, guys, that I was able to give him a bath today and clean it. Now, I'm going around it with this first. I can go all the way around it and lift it up. That's how much is almost coming off. So we have the Neosporin around it. Like I said, I have already sanitized it and everything like that. Now, one of the things I would tell you guys to do is to, in the first part of the process, clean it and sanitize it and everything, what you're going to do to it before tearing it off. Because the only thing that's going to do is, if you tie it off before and then you go wetting it with the, sanitizing and all of the wound wash and stuff, it's just going to loosen up the strings. And you don't need the strings to get loose. He has a few strings here from when I had tied it off the other day. And read your dog, guys. If you feel like he's hurting, then give him a break, you know. And I like to soothe him. The worst part is basically over. This bump looks terrible. It's leaking because it's dying. And it'll be off in a few days. I wouldn't, it's really close to being off now. I truly believe that this is the last time I am going to have to tie it off. And I use a whole bunch of dental floss because you want to be able to grab it. But you're going to have problems if you use a little piece of dental floss and then you study trying to, you know, tie it off. So you get it. And you make the knot. You make the knot like that. And then you want to put it close to the base of his butt where, you know, you're trying to cut off that skin that's connecting that lump. Okay? Put it as close to the base as possible. So now, because it's almost off, I can go underneath that knot. You don't want to keep tying off the knot. You want to tie off the part that's holding it to your puppy. So now I can go underneath, make sure that it's going to grab the skin that's trying to keep that bump on him. Because believe it or not, guys, that bump is dried out. So I'm just going to loop around it again. I'm not going to give it any chance to get any blood to it or anything like that to try to live. I'm just choking it off. Mommy just got to tie her knot and you're done. Okay? Good baby. So that's why you want to have a long string. It'll give you enough room to work with. So now I'm just going to cut it off. There you go, buddy. See how he got up? There you go. Good baby. Good baby. Yeah, my baby. You did very well, honey. So guys, I'm sure the next time that I, report back to you guys, this thing will be off and I am very happy. But make sure if this is something that you're going to do to your puppy, make sure that you keep it clean. Make sure you're not hurting him. Make sure that you give him time to heal and just attend to him, okay? Attend to him. Make sure it don't get infected. But check with your veterinarian first to find out what's going on with your dog. Make sure it's not cancerous or anything like that. This was a growth that was on my puppy's behind that was going to keep on growing. And like I said, he's very old and he has a heart murmur amongst other things. And they just didn't feel like he was a candidate to be put to sleep to do the operation. So I took matters into my own hands and I went this route. And I'm glad I did because it's almost off. It is almost off, guys. My baby ain't got to worry about it. I love you so much. Oh, my baby, you so spoiled, but I love it. I love spoiling my baby. We love our pets and we want them to live a long, healthy, happy life. And my baby is happy. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, my dog is eating, so this is the best time for me to show you his bump on his butt. This is the way it looks. It looks terrible. But, guys, guess what? It moves, and you see the strings around there, and it's dying. Look at that. It's dying. It moves. It's barely hanging on. I'm surprised it haven't just dropped off. As you see, he's eating. I keep it clean. I change his bandages often. And what I mean by bandages is like his pamper. This is his pamper. That bump, you know, it can't get any really more blood supply. So, you know, I keeps his pampers changed. And so, as you see, he still have his appetite. He's eating well. That thing is barely holding on. And so, it'll be coming off in a couple of days, guys. As you see, it's not hurting him. He's very happy. But there is the growth. It's barely hanging on. All right, everybody. I believe that the little bump, it's not really little. The bump on my puppy's butt is little and it's really off. I think it's some hair is just caught up in there. I'm about to show you his bump. To me, it's off, but until it completely comes off, then it's still on. He still has his pamper on. Come here, get the tutu nana. See, he still has his pamper on, and this keeps it nice and clean and sanitized and keeps him from putting his mouth on it. And I just take it off. See, it's not that much blood in there. As you see, he's happy. Baby, don't fall now, Tutu. And let's look in the back. See, and there it is. And it's just hanging off. If you look at it, it's just hanging off. So if it is just on there by a little piece of hair, I am just going to clean it and keep putting my little puppy's ointment on it. Ain't that right? Don't you fall off of there. Ain't that right? Okay. I'm just hanging there like a piece of lint. See it? Just hanging there like a piece of lint. That's basically all. Told you it was just jangling there. And now it's off. He is free of it. I told you it wasn't really like connected anymore. It was just connected by a few hairs or whatever like that. And I saw it was just wiggling. So it took around maybe 2 weeks for it to come off, but now it's off. Okay, now that the lump is off of my baby, here it is. He has a small area on his bum where it tore away from his body. But guys, it took like 2 weeks. So now that the lump is gone,
I'm going to continue to keep that area clean. I am going to continue to put ointment on it, some Neosporin, or you can go get some dog ointment for scrapes and wounds and for puppies. I am going to continue to put a loose pamper on him so air can get to it and it can heal. But other than that, he is free of the lump. He is free of the lump. Yay! All right, guys. Well, that is how I remove my dog's lump. It went through a lot of terrible stages, but you gotta stick with it. But at your own discretion. I decided to do this for my dog, and you see how it turned out. So good luck in the process. I hope this helps your dog if you decide to try it. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot of good content coming your way. So guys, this is Mr. Buddy Wuddy Duddy. He is happy. I am happy. And until next time, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you later. I love you.